ItsRecTime. Hello, records. I'm reporting to you live from Fan Expo Chicago, and I'm here with an amazing guest. I'm here with one of the many Disney Channel legends, Lucas Grabeel. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. So nice to be here.
Yeah, it's great. So, is this your first Comic-Con appearance?
This is my first Fan Expo. I've done a few other conventions, but mainly they've been out of the country, and they've all been way smaller than this. This is amazing. This is massive.
Yeah, it's like, what do you most anticipated to learn from the fandom?
You know, my favorite thing about this is the stories and, getting to have some really good one-on-one time meeting people who have been affected by, High School Musical or any of the other shows that I've been a part of. It's such a surreal thing. It's never not weird for me, but I just love hearing stories and getting to meet new people and share stories back to them. Behind the scenes stuff, anecdotes and things like that. It's a unique experience where we're put together to where we can actually chat and have a good conversation.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's beautiful. I remember seeing all the promos of you guys going out, meeting the fans, and going on tours. What was the highlight for you when you were doing the first High School Musical tour?
Oh, man. Wow. I mean, doing sold-out shows all over the country was a absolute dream come true. I mean, when I was a kid, really small, and I didn't know what anything was, my first thing I ever wanted to be was a rock star. Like so many other kids, obviously. But there was so many moments when we're standing on stage, and I was the MC of the concert tour, and so I would just kind of raise the microphone out or say what's up, and having the whole 20,000 people screaming at you is just like so many dreams come true. And again, yeah, meeting fans, getting to perform on stage. It was a really difficult show to do for me, but I had the best time. It was our band was incredible, the pyrotechnics and the special effects were incredible, and then meeting the fans was just such an amazing experience. I remember one time there was a dad with his daughter on his shoulders, and they were kind of a few rows back. We're in the very end of the show. We're singing We're All in This Together. The confetti cannons are raining down on everybody. We're doing the dance, and the dad is just bawling because his little girl is having the time of her life. And I will never forget that. It was such a touching moment. And those little moments like that just, it's amazing.
Yeah, that's great. Anyway, for me, the closest I've ever gotten to seeing that in person is when I was at a Taylor Swift concert last year.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, so one thing that I liked about the theme of High School Musical 2 was, getting a summer job. So I'm kind of curious, what was the highlight for you working at a Blockbuster Video?
Oh, wow. Man, Blockbuster was a great job and an awful job all at once. We were monkeys, but when I was a kid, my absolute favorite thing to do was to go to a Blockbuster and rent a movie, to just look at the movies. I was obsessed with movies. I loved watching movies and TV shows all the time. So when I got that job, I was like, there couldn't be I don't want to wait tables, even though I'd probably be okay at it and whatever, but man, being around all of those movies, getting to talk about movies with people, and getting having customers come in and giving them recommendations and everything. Oh, man, it was great. I loved it. And I got to rent 5 free movies every week. So it was like I was getting paid to do my research for my job, and all in one. It was great.
Yeah. And I'm a little bit curious. I feel like for our generation, it was more like renting video games from them. Did you do the same thing?
Oh, yeah. I had... I grew up regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and then I kind of went off video games for a while until PlayStation came around. But yeah, I loved renting. I mean, I remember renting all of the regular Nintendo games from Blockbuster and everything. It was great.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you, brother. Anyway, so as we head towards the final time of this interview, I'm kind of curious, in the High School Musical 2, the I Just Don't Dance, from your perspective, why do you think Ryan and Chad switched clothes?
That was a last-minute thing that Kenny Ortega, the director, just kind of told us to do, and he thought it would be funny. All of these years later, Corbin and I both are like so surprised that like it's been looked at and talked about and discussed and everything, because like I said, it was just this like last minute thing that we didn't think was going to have much impact. But I don't know. I think it was generally it's just to be like, hey, there's not a good side and a bad side. We're switching to let everybody know, hey, the playing field is equal. You can still teach us dance. We can teach you some sports. The jocks and the thespians are gonna not be divided anymore. We're gonna be kind of one. So once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. You know, we're all in this together.
Yeah, definitely are. Anyway, to wrap things up on a final note, so I know over the years there's been so many talks about a High School Musical 4. Like, if that were to happen, where would you like to see Ryan now?
Oh man, I would love to see Ryan in New York, playing, you know, like cabarets and obviously doing Broadway, but I see him like as he's gotten older, playing, you know, like not speakeasies, but you know, clubs and like jazz clubs and things like that, like singing songs and distancing himself from his sister, but still being a part of the family, coming into his own. For some reason, I see him wearing all black.
Yeah.
Not really, but you know,
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many ways that so many people he could have grown up to be. I really hope that someday we get to do that, because that would be awesome.
Hey, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, Recorders. Please follow Lucas on all his social medias. And also, as I speak for a lot of fans that when they get the chance to meet you, like, I'm happy to say that thank you guys for being so much a part of our childhoods. I mean, to us, you guys are Disney legends. You guys will always be for that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for your time, Lucas. And let the Recorders know what you got going on in your life.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Speaking of childhood, I just wrote a song, released it this year. It's called You Were My Childhood. It's a love letter to all High School Musical cast, crew, family, friends, and fans. Just to say thank you for all of the years of support and what it really meant, not only to the people who watched it, but to us. Like, it was my childhood too, and I just feel so lucky to have been a part of it. And yeah, the song is just a little love letter to all those people. So check it out.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Lucas, and thank you so much for tuning in, Recorders. Please hit that subscribe button, comment down below, and catch you next time.